Good morning. Welcome back to the Coffey Break channel. On today's episode, we're going to be making our way from Moreton Island to Harvey Bay. We're going to be cruising along the coast on the way to Harvey Bay, where we're going to be filling up. On the way there, we're going to have a troll, hopefully pick up a Spanish on a couple of reefs that we're going to go past. We're going to be going past Nusa heads. If there's a wave there, I'll go for a little surf, and then past Double Island, and then in through the Wide Bay Bar. And the Wide Bay Bar is one of the most notorious, dangerous bars on the east coast of Australia. High tide will be at 12, so we're going to be low tide will be at 12, so we're going to be trying to get the push in on the bar. To get through there, the Savo will be filling up at Harvey Bay tonight. Here we are today. We're going up to about there. Another beautiful morning. We've got a little bit of a westerly blowing right now, but the wind's dropping out a bit later in the day. Get the coffee going and we'll get on the road. DJ. Yeah. We'll have a safe rest of it. Yeah, cheers.
We actually come up with a plan yesterday what we're going to do.
That'll change by tomorrow.
Cheers. We've got a bit of an island coming up ahead here. There's supposed to be a little wave on it. It's not much swell, but I don't care if it's bloody 1 foot novelty. I'm going for a surf. Craziest little setup here. There's a little right running back in and a little left running back in, all along this little boulder section. Sick zone. I should go for a wave on that little left. Look at that.
No, it's up to you. You fucking what?
There we have it. We're on the first surf of the trip. That one out, little left-hander. There's Dad over there. Oh! There's the shark chopper. I know if you start circling around me, I'm going to be calling over Dad. even a shark helicopter. Looks like they're landing over there. That was sick! They're cutting another lap. They come out to watch me surf. That'll do for the session. Hey! How thick was that? Onward we go. Glass out. Heading towards Nusa now, and we got a glamour day on our hands here. Made it to Nusa. Gonna fly the drone up. Righto!
Attitude mode. Fly with caution.
One of the best right-hand points we have on the east coast right there. She's not really braking today. We're just passing through here on our way to Double Island. The tip here, if you've ever seen any videos on cars getting destroyed on beaches, majority of them will be here. This beach has probably taken millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of damage to destroyed cars. On the low tide, the beach is fine to drive along, but when you get up to the tip here, if you miss climb it, you're going to lose your car. Rightio. So we're just gonna anchor up in here, have a bit of a swim and a feed, hang out for an hour waiting for the tide to push in a bit so we can go through the in-skip bar, fill up at Harvey Bay, the Savo. This is where all the cars come unstuck, and you can see this one coming through on the drone here now, coming past us. This is low tide, so you can imagine on high tide you got nowhere to go. And there's a pub, can't remember quite which one it is, but it's got all wrecked photos of cars in it. It's a pretty cool thing to see. One of the pubs around here. You remember what that one's called, Dad? Rainbow Bay Pub. If you ever go there, look at all the photos on the wall. We went there about 10 years ago. I don't know if the photos are still up there, but it's a cool thing to see. We're heading further north Gonna go through one of the most dangerous bars on the east coast of Australia. It should be pretty mellow today, but we're timing it for the mid-tide. Now go around to your left a bit. Places that we're uncertain of or don't know what's going on, we have the map on the Moretons going, and then I have the navionics going. We can get a gauge off both as we're driving through it where we think looks best. All maps have a little bit of a different contour, I guess you could say, or different depths, so I like to get a gauge off both, and as you're going through and you see the waves and where you think looks shallow and whatnot, you can kind of pick your line. That bar, on a bad day, would be terrifying. Today we have bugger all swell, no wind, incoming tide, and there was still pressure waves. So on the map just here, that's where we were. That's Fraser Island up here. Instead of having to drive around that island, we're going through this here. That's the bar we went through. And now we're making our way up this river. That's where we currently are going. And we're going to fill up here, anchor there tonight. But yeah, you can see, just by going through that stretch there, probably saved ourselves 80 k's. Where are we? Well done, big man.
Yeah, likewise. Better find a spot to sleep.
Yeah. $1,000 in 3 days. But like I said before, we're trying to get, once we get to 1770, we're going to
sit down like that.
Once we get to 1770, we're going to be in creeks and we're going to be cruising for the next 2 weeks. We just have to get up here because the weather is going to be shocking. That is living, Dad. First fill up ever, Dad dropped in the fuel cap.
At least I didn't feel the rod holder.
Oh, so that's our new fuel cap. There's your little, what did you call them, your little IKEA?
They're for the bottom of chairs and tables for the rod holders. So I got, I bought 6 of them, so if we lose lots of fuel caps, we've got plenty of fuel caps.
You fucking idiot.
How's you? Like, if you'd done it, I'd be like,
How's he goes, as soon as it went down, he went, you can get in, get it, you'll dive down there. I said, You dive down there. Jump in the buddy. There was a croc in this Harvey Bay area not long ago.
I don't know, fucking hell, you got the goggles and the snorkels and the flippers and you got all the fucking gear. And we lose a fuel cap and you're like, oh, it's a bit deep. It's a bit fucking scary.
Look at the water.
Seen a local, he never mentioned anything about fucking crocs.
The fella there said at the bottom it's like a foot of sediment. He said even if you dive down there you're not going to see it. I was actually going to commit to it before he said that.
It's going to be 2 weeks before we fill up again.
Yeah.
So they fit in there really tightly and I'll be able to pull that off it.
Bubs is sitting there looking at us like, we're staying on the land now. We're done with that. That was it. The trip's over. Are you staying on land? You had enough already? She doesn't want to get on the boat.
Come on!
That's actually sad. Sorry, Bubs. Yeah. You're going to get to go on land heaps more the next few days, Bubs.
When I said I'd jump in, like, it's alright, you go, there was a crocodile seen here a fucking week ago. I'm like, fucking heck, it's not going to be a crocodile. Anyway, I was fucking just filling up the boat and I looked at the sounder and there was a big fucking thing with like a tail and it was about half the sounder and I was like, it was probably a fucking crocodile. Oh, seriously.
Not only that, like, marinas are renowned for bull sharks. I don't want to be jumping in when it's pitch black.
Well, once that goes off, that's no water getting there.
We're just outside the marina here at Harvey Bay. We're going to be shooting to 1770 tomorrow and then doing river hopping for the rest, probably the next 2 weeks. We've punched out some Ks the last few days. We're both absolutely wrecked. But everything's going really well. But came for a big sleep tonight. I'm feeling pretty run down, to be honest. Body's already starting to get pretty sore. It's only about 4 days in, so probably take 2 weeks before my body realises what's going on. Other than that, everything's going well. We'll see you in the morning, bright and early, heading up the coast. Should be a nice morning. Wind kicks in around midday, and we've got that for a while. So, good night.
I mean, I like Fraser, it would be a good trip, but I'm glad we're not going to be stuck there.
Yeah. Gone past Bundaberg in there, famous for its drink. Underneath it's like rum or spice rum. You like a Bundaberg?
Bundaberg, is that where it's like it's actually from Bundaberg?
Yeah.
They don't just call it Bundy Drunk for no reason?
I don't mind their soft drinks, but they're bloody beautiful.
Bundaberg rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
We're just coming around 1770 headland there. And the funny thing, me and Dad were just talking about 20 years ago roundabout. I was 9 years old. Me and Dad come around this headland on a Quintrex. Had 2 Albie reels trolling around the point here. And that was when we were younger. First lap of Australia had been done. It was an incredible trip. And yeah, it's just a bit of a classic story of where we are now, going past the point again. And something that actually happened was we were anchored, were we anchored or just drifting on the inside there?
It was the boat that goes out to Lady Musgrave or Lady Elliot Island. We were in the most stupid spot ever.
We were probably just in between the 2 green markers, drifting for bait, had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, 3.85 knots. And the boat comes flying past us.
And it nearly knocked us out of the boat from the wake. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a funny story about 1770. Off he goes. Need to get a cast net and a couple things for the next systems that we're going up and into, and a couple bits and pieces with food. Me and Bubs are hanging out. I'm going to be doing a bit of editing. So we just done a little provision then. We're going to start using a few sailing terms on here.
Yeah, we pulled up, jumped off the boat with a backpack. There's a local guy there, Nick, and he said, yeah, jump in the car, drive me to Foodworks and the tackle shop. He grabbed a swag for what he was doing and then drove me back down. Took all of about, what, half an hour, 40 minutes?
Yeah, that was a quick provision.
It was a quick provision.
So this is where we're going to be hanging out for the next couple days. Looks like a hell system. Wow. How's the river system? It's beautiful. See, the wind is howling now. The forecast was right. I think we've absolutely nailed the decisions we've made. So we're going to be in the systems fishing for the next week, and hopefully we get some good fish. Either way, this is bloody stunning. Did you get him? I thought it was a fucking crocodilian. He's on. Big man! A little dart. Little dart. You muppet! You went the wrong way. I can actually see the dart there, the water running off the edge into this deep section. I reckon I'll get another one this cast here. There you go. There's hundreds of them. Oh, I lost it. We've got ourselves a true kit boat. Now we've got that little boat so that we can get around up in all these little creeks. It's quite hard fishing out of that big boat in all the systems, and we can really explore the land and get a bit more done. We're about to rip her off the boat here and set her up. Take the motor off now. It looks so big on there. I want to record. That is beautiful. As you can see in the back there, the water coming up the boat. We need to, because it's a medium shaft, create that, whatever you call that. So we're going to get a perma trim for it and see if that works. And if not, we're going to try and build something to lift the motor a bit higher so the prop's not so far down in the water. Oh, the tiniest little floodie just whacked it. When you're casting with the plastics, always want to try cast upstream or up current so that your line comes back down like that. And then I go usually bang, bang, bang. You're going to make it look like the fishes or the prawn or whatever you're trying to make it look like, that it's swimming and a bit injured. I reckon that's exactly how a prawn would be swimming through the water, or a yabby, or whatever you want to call it. Shovel nose galore here. Look how many there are.
Yeah, I know, I'm looking at it from here.
It's crazy. So we got ourselves a little shovel nose shark here. If you've ever done beach fishing around Australia, I'd say you've caught one of these. Pretty cool looking critter. And they're not bad eating, they reckon. And look at the mouth on them, they don't really have any teeth on them. It looks like something. There you have it, little shovel nose shark on a plastic in the flats here. Thousands of them. Whiting have just come in, and you can see in the background there, there's mullet launching behind us. Look at that, look at that thing.
What's chasing them?
There's a stingray just following me around. Get out of here. Got him. Oh my god, look at the size of this thing. He's bloody tiny. That's got a sick tail on it. These are... I mean, how many times in my life I've been spiked by a flathead, and these little ones are the worst for it. Dad's on down there. Look at the tail on that thing. That is such a cool looking flathead. Oh, see you, buddy. He buddy busted me up. Yeah, Dad. Oh! That's a hell of a flathead.
Nice and tidy, clean.
Wow, pulled a bit of drag. Bubs is just losing it.
We let him go a bit small.
If you wanna.
Yeah, we'll let him go.
Righto. Look at the reels in the sand. When you're fishing like this, you want to wade through the water extremely slowly, because a lot of the time you'll actually spot them right near your feet, and if you don't scare them, you can still catch them. Big man! Yeah, big man! Flathead! Flathead! Little dusky! It took us a few days to find them, but we found them. The bait is coming across this edge on that outgoing tide, and yeah, nice little flathead.
Probably one of the nicest tasting fish,
Yeah,
I reckon.
that you can get from shore too. He's about, maybe 45 centimetres, a bit longer. Righto. And that's what we got it on. These little reel baits, Tomic do, they just catch everything, these little things. They cast really well. So, that's him there. Yeah, boy. Yeah. This is a trevally for sure. You haven't done a lot yet. Has to be a trevally. He hasn't done much. First fish in the tender. It's a little trevally. What a beautiful looking fish. You guys let me know in the comment section. The trevally are very hard to tell the difference between a lot of them, but that looks like a little GT, maybe a brassy. Get these hooks out of him. I said on this series I wanted to try all unique species this year, so I'm actually going to eat this. And there's nothing wrong with it. Well, I don't know actually. I've eaten a few trevally before. I don't know if I've eaten this species, but I'm going to eat him. Stuff it. Try him out. Oh, it's in the boat here, I kept it.
Yeah, you can eat it.
Yeah. Alrighty. That do the greatest job of it, but it's pretty good. We might put him in the crab pot later, so I'll keep him there. Actually some pretty nice fillets. Well, there was a couple days of fishing in there for us. We caught some flathead, which is what we really wanted to catch. Going to cook up the trevally tonight. I'm keen to try that out and see how that tastes, and we've got a little bit of flathead in the fridge there. We've had no luck on the crabs. We've got one more day in the river here tomorrow, and hopefully I can get in a little wave. There's a little bit of a wave out the front here we're going to have a look at. Check the trap in the morning, and hopefully there's a crab in there. We've had, yeah, no luck with the crabs, but all has gone well in the river. It has been blowing its head off for about 4 days that we've been in here. But it's been a good 4 days. We've really sussed out the tender. We've got to add a few little things to the transom to make it a bit higher. And we've sorted out all our safety gear and have everything really well prepped now for when we go out to the reef. And yeah, that's just a little update from the last couple of days. It's been epic. Me and Dad are just so stoked on how the tender has turned out. It is really, like, if we didn't get that tender, we would have been sitting on this boat not knowing what to do with ourselves. It's really given us something to do for the last 4 days. But yeah, that's a little update on the last couple of days, and I'm going to cook up the trevally shortly. Enjoy the cook up.
$150 curtains, they've done good.
They have done very well. Got a really, I've eaten a fair few trevally before, but not for a long time. Got a very firm feel to it, but it's nice to white flat, like fillet. Nice. It's the easiest way to coat things. I think the chicken one's better than the fish one. Well, at least, oh, this is for fish actually. I like the chicken one better. But I'm not a good test guinea pig for it. Might need to get a pair of tongs, Dad. Let's see how he's cooked it. It's really good.
That's great.
There you go. Little trevally.
Harvey's gonna have some?
The flesh is white as white. Tastes just as good as any fish you'll eat. A lot of time in the fishing world and fishing community, people turn their nose up to so many species just because they have a bad name. But that tastes great. Look, we just jumped on the boat. We'll send him out. Sorry to all you greenies, but this is the reality of fishing.
Feeling very much like a fucking shark.
I don't know what I was filming then.
I don't know what you were filming then, but it wasn't me. The shark just... Oh, I'll turn this on. The shark just... That had to be it. The shark was pulling like a shark.
If you do that again, put that out.
Yeah, I'll put the Harvey out next time. Well, we're packing the tender down. We've just checked the weather forecast and we've got a change in weather. We've got some blue wind coming, which means glass outs, which means we're heading out to the reef. What an awesome week we've just had testing out the tender. Went unreal, and yeah, I'm so excited to get out to the reef. We're going to pack her down here now, and we're actually going to backtrack tomorrow and get fuel further back down the coast to head out to the reef for the next 2 weeks. My little sister Bonnie, she's going to be coming for the next episode with us, so stay tuned. Hope you're enjoying the series, and we'll see you next Sunday.